Welcome everyone. Last night, Saturday, I caught an unexpected appearance of Seth Rogers on Smiley Stories World YouTube channel. He was expressing his pain and frustration with social media and the challenge in finding his son, Sebastian. As I listened to Seth, his words and emotion struck deep in my heart, like a wooden stake to a vampire. Let's take a listen and I will return.
All right? And for the disrespect, the distrust, and the betrayal that I feel at this gentleman sitting there backing up a PI who refused to actually do PI stuff for me like I asked her to, and for her to turn around and give him the audio file that got blamed on me for leaking, which I don't care. I've got juicier ones. It was out. Literally, somebody sent it to my mom. Somebody sent it to my mom. All right, my mom heard this before you guys even did. I sure in the hell didn't send no audio file to my mom. You know, she's got enough stress on her plate with her grandchild missing. I got enough stress on my plate with my son missing. But when I find a snake that's hiding in here and sitting there doing nothing but harm to me trying to find my son, it does get me riled up. It gets me riled up because my son's been gone for over 80 days and I can't find him. And people just don't understand what it's like to have a kid missing. I ain't getting nowhere. I'm getting nothing from Sumner County. And it makes me wonder if there's other kids in this county that are missing that Sumner County ain't even looking for. If it's not just my kid. There could be hundreds of kids missing, and they're not doing their job, and it makes me scared for every one of my son's classmates. All right? I am at my wit's end. I have gone so long at my house, walking into my house, seeing my son's room empty. He's not playing video games that people give me shit about. You know what? People are going to give me shit because I let my son experience certain things, like playing video games and not having somebody breathing down on him, telling him you can't be on, you can't play video games because maybe you'll talk to somebody. I had conversations with my son. He didn't even use the headphones. You can't talk to anybody if you don't got the headphones in. It's a PlayStation 4. It ain't no PlayStation 5 with built-in stuff. I don't own a PlayStation 5. People giving me shit because I want my son's stuff back. They took his stuff. That's all I have. It needs to be back in his room for when we find him and he comes home. Things are in the same place that they were when he left. Nobody seems to understand. I love my son. I miss my son. And I'm trying to find him. I'm out here today looking. Chloe kept me away from search areas. Plenty of search areas. Had people babysitting me because she didn't want me to find my kid. Well, we don't want you to come across his deceased corpse. Well, I tell you what, that's some type of closure. Me, I want to come across my son alive and well. All right? But still, to sit there and tell me that you're going to run this is my show because it's my son. And nobody's going to sit there and tell me that I can't participate trying to find my kid. All right? I communicate with TBI. If I go somewhere, they already know 2 days in advance, so that way they know where I'm going. Because might be damned if someone's going to tell me not to go there. I contact TBI. I have everything recorded in chats, text messages, so they know my whereabouts. They know my locations. Because if I am somewhere, they want me to call them if I find something. And every time I go search and I don't have anything to show for it afterwards, you have no idea how it feels deep down inside that I failed to find my son, which means I failed to find him again. People want to sit there. I've got balls. I just don't need to fucking show my nuts to everybody. I've got to find my son. It's not about this shit. I am not fucking Christopher Proudfoot. All right? I have respect for fucking people. But when people sit there and piss and shit on me and then bite me with their fucking venom-filled fangs and they're fucking poisoning the search groups against me, I brought people in that had no idea what was going on. I took regular people and brought them in for a cause, and that cause is dear to me. It's for my son. And then for someone to sit there and leak this stupid shit that really had no fucking meaning at all. It's a video file. It's an audio file. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't get me any closer to my son. Yeah, it shows people how Christopher acts. We all know how he acts. We all know how he displays himself. I don't care about him. I want to find my son. Churches are going to start back up at the end of this week coming up. If people want to come to the vigil and say a prayer for my son and join us for prayer for my son, please, of all people, come. I don't need the drama. My son doesn't need the drama. I'm tired of it. People say I cause it because I answered questions or because I'm emotional about stuff. But if you're not emotional about your child missing, was that really your child?
We need to keep in mind the pain and agony that so many, too many, family members experience during the loss of a child or loved one, and the patience needed with law enforcement while they work to solve the mystery and create an airtight case for justice. I will continue to pray for the Rogers family, Sebastian, and all of the other families in agony, and ask that you do as well. Blessings and peace to you all.